Hello and welcome to this evening's Gfred episode number 57. I'm your host, Cause and Effects, joined by one of the sweaty tryhards. Hopefully we get some more.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a retired tryhard. I'm just on sabbatical for GTA 6. That's why I was instead of thinking of what we know about GTA 6 and stuff like that, I was just thinking about the parameters of what is the biggest possible GTA that can be thrown on the platform it's most likely going to launch with, PS5.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be bound by the bits of the bust and the polygons, not necessarily RAM.
Hello, chat.
But polygons already implies GPU and everything it takes to make a good GPU.
Well, luckily the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X both use very similar APUs, so probably won't be the specs are very similar, so should be a good baseline for them to work off of.
If you know what is the biggest on those platforms, the modern platforms, what is the biggest, most complex game that you know?
I have no idea.
Because whatever it is, GTA 6 should be at that level or a little. Well, the graphics are already pretty decent, but the complexity. It's the triangles, the polygons. I'm wondering what they're going to do with all those trillions of polygons. Make me happy, folks.
I mean, the latest game that came out that really makes hardware suffer is Starfield from Bethesda.
Yeah. Good eye there. The new hotness, as I hear amongst the kids these days.
Yeah, I didn't purchase it.
No, but I've always been, with an ear bent towards an interesting game like that. And I'll listen for years before something like that. I already played a really complex game that you got to play 24 hours a day, and that was Command and Conquer. And I did that
yes.
for 3 straight years. The not PC version. This is the online version, which is totally different. Yeah, irritatingly different, but it was a game that had Command and Conquer in the title, so I played it because I'm that hard up of a fan. Anywho, but yeah, that was intense. So I actually went to GTA as sort of my not grindy game, which is why I did a lot of racing, because that's just what I naturally inclined to do.
So you're talking about the original CNC, right?
No, the online version is sort of a board game version.
Ah.
It's not like Command and Conquer where you set up factories and infrastructure and build forces. And no, it's like you have sort of, like I said, it's sort of a game board, and so you've got a base, and it's sort of like a token. And inside of that little token, you sort of build your base, but you're not driving it around. You put down a tractor, and it just does its little tractor animation as the Tiberium counter ever so slightly goes up. It's not what I was hoping for, but like I said, it was a game with Command and Conquer in the title, and I just wanted to play Command and Conquer Online. See, GTA, that's how hard up I wanted to play GTA Online. Is I even accepted a Command and Conquer that wasn't the Command and Conquer I had any familiarity with. It'd be nice if they did an online version for that, though. I mean, yeah, was me my Command and Conquer. Anyway, was it Starfield? So that's like a new hotness. What was
It's from
the
Bethesda.
other one? The name that has sort of been there constantly for a long time. I think it's EVE Online. Ooh, good luck if you can capture that. If not, I'm taking it.
I got it.
Okay, PB, go for it.
Oh, I already smashed it.
You're just helping pay its blood sacrifice.
EVE Online. Yeah, I remember I never played that one. I never really got into those kind of online games, like the MMORPGs.
Super
Yeah.
And like super massive because EVE is supposed to be like a whole fucking universe.
Yep.
Where it takes like 6 weeks. I had to get places. I don't know. I'm wrong. You know, it's not because I'm trying to be.
Yeah, like
but
EverQuest
it's supposed
and
to be something. It's
World of
supposed to be
Warcraft. I
something
never got into
ridiculous
those.
like that. Yeah. And as a guy with a professional career, like if I'm putting that much time into shit, I should be getting paid for it. The Command and Conquer, you know, pretty much you did your little bit and then it pretty much ran on autopilot. The reason why you did it 24/7 is to not log out. Because your little base you'd be able to just log in and do a little housekeeping and shit like that. I hear a chain a-coming. It's gonna run over me. I'm just making this shit up as I go. But, copyright on those couple lines. Just internet. I whipped out one of my itty-bitty little tiny Marshalls today. It's a little hilarious sort of bookcase Marshall. It's called an MS4. It's a micro version of a stack. And I did it just to sort of tweak in a sound and find out.
Is that one of those like battery-powered ones?
Bingo. There's a little sort of half-stack version, and then there's a full-stack version. And this is the full-stack version. So two itty-bitty little tiny speakers. God damn. Sure it'd be nice to get one of those cars like you got. Yeah. So I just, no reverb or anything like that, but just a straight-up dry guitar plugged into amp sound. So it'd probably be really great in a bathroom or a garage for sort of natural echo.
Mm-hmm.
Try that later. But I've got another Marshall stack. It's not a micro. It's not a full size. It's sort of the kid's size. It's like a stack that's got 8-inch speakers. I got one of those, so I'll twist the knobs on that one. That one's got effects on it. But anyway, I got a nice sort of, yeah. It's the first time I ever played through that amp. The whole time I've ever owned it, it just sat there. Because I lived in an apartment and I could hear
I'm gonna be short.
the neighbors cough and sneeze. It's okay. You can pull over and text if you want. It's fine.
I took out a pedestrian for you.
Cool. Please don't be on the ramp. Please don't be on the ramp. I mean the body.
No. Alright, it looks like I made it this time.
But the reason I got those marshals is because I picked up a little like 8-inch practice amp Marshall, an MG15 HFX or something like that. When they first were doing that sort of amp line, and it's got some just sweet ass sounds in it. So that's why I got those other amps. I'm like, that Marshall sounded awesome. These are gonna sound awesome. And then one time I plugged into one of them, I'm like, that doesn't sound awesome. That sounds kind of, yeah, not awesome. But I've never really took the 2 minutes to just twist knobs on amp and guitar to sort of like sighting in a rifle, you know, or setting up a guitar. Jesus, a properly set up guitar is magical.
Now, do you write your own music, or you just play other people's stuff?
Oh, I can write my own stuff. I went to college for music. I was going to be a music teacher until I found out how much music teachers made.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah. As I've explained before, growing up was not fun, and I had a certain edict to never live that way again, and it sure looked like being a music teacher was a quick path to doing exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
And you've either really got to love music, or you gotta get realistic that you're a human being on the only body humankind knows that you don't need a spacesuit to walk on the surface of. You may as well enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah, of the half a dozen people that I know that graduated from, what's the name of that music? Berklee School of Music. None of them are working in the music field.
Now the cool thing about the YouTubes and the Twitches and all that is now's a perfect time for nonsense like that. Because it's content and creation. Yeah.
I mean, they all still create music, but not, not professionally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the main reason why a lot of people aren't doing that stuff is because, the pathways historically have been fairly rigorous and unattainable, or there's other reasons like life, blah, 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 stuff like that. But people could have a YouTube-only band these days, and that's it. And if they happen to already have a job, that isn't one of those professional jobs like mine where you sign a piece of paper saying that who you work for is the only place you collect your check from, and that you don't do socials and tubes and stuff like that, for those lucky bastards, it's the beginning of not having to work for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you don't suck and have a little humility. I mean, shit, look at some of these YouTube stars or guitar players where they started on YouTube and now they're touring with Alice Cooper and playing with Oingo Boingo. Holy shit.
Damn.
It's amazing. I predicted when the pandemic was going on that we'd get our new Eddie. The pandemic would probably give us our new Eddie, and for all we know, Eddie is still in elementary school right now. But yeah, our new Eddie is probably amongst us. And there's a lot of people making sure that whoever that person is, they're going to have to be unique and creative as hell.
Yep.
To be that, the new Eddie.
Yeah, he definitely had his own sound.
Yeah, and it's because he wasn't taught. He didn't know dick about music really. Well, his dad was a professional musician. It wasn't that he didn't know dick about music, but Eddie was not taught. If he was taught guitar, we wouldn't have Eddie. He as Eddie himself has said repeatedly, and I totally believe him. I'm self-taught on the guitar too, but I seem to have a little bit of a gift of knowing my way around music.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a background, if you were went to school for music, then you're gonna know the theory behind it.
Yeah.
Hey, Slimy, welcome to the chat.
Hey, Slimy. I don't know what character that was. I was just swinging. Just trying to put my head in a place and see what voice comes out.
He said that's Randy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Randy. Randy from what, South Park?
Nah, he's riffing off of random.
Oh, random. Yeah, okay.
It's an endearment.
Yeah,
I guess. I've never heard of that term before, but it seemed to fit.
Wow, I slowed down and I still managed to fuck that up.
When I was watching the OSIRIS-REx return mission, NASA has gotten really evolved. They used to have the NASA Eyes on the Solar System as an app or whatever, but now it's just a really cool website. So I hopped on board the payload to follow it down to Earth until they got visual over California, and watched them land it. But yeah, it's for those of you who like to ride spacecraft, NASA Eyes on the Solar System. It's a good place to do it. I've ridden a number of missions that way. When they were crashing that one observatory into whatever that planet was a couple of years ago, rode that one in. Really, really famous telescope. They had to crash it into the planet. Or they wanted to crash it into the planet.
Speaking of crashing, jeez, I'm doing.
Yep. I'm doing the Rapid GT bossa nova right now myself. Somewhere in 50 years, some music major is going to come across that and go, "That's not a bossa nova." I know. You know why? Because at the moment I couldn't tell you what a bossa nova is in a rhythmic notation.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm busy driving a fucking Rapid GT groups and go. I got a guard shack to deal with here.
Damn it. Ooh, that would have been... I would have almost hit those soldiers. That would have sucked.
It's probably going to be bad. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Yeah, it was bad. Ow. Ow. Fuck. Oh, there's my car. Oh, yeah. I could just do that. I keep forgetting about this. It's good to practice this. My Halus Marius failed this. But now I'm doing the bridgiest, jumpiest. Fuck yes.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, cool. Cool. Didn't die.
SICK.
Yeah, wait for me. I'm close enough. I mean, I'm right here, man. I can see it. Fuck dive. There we go. I hate it when you're in enough water to dive in, but the animation is reading like it's a foot shower and it won't fucking switch. You can see that animation when you're in a... You can see that animation when you're in like a swimming pool, and then you walk down until he's swimming, and then you turn around and try to swim until he stands up. You'll notice that those are two different... Those animations result in two different spots.
I think if I had like...
today.
If I made that airport jump, I would have had a PB.
I'm extra nerdy today because when I went to Lowe's, I picked up a whole handful of reading glasses.
Reading glasses at Lowe's?
Yeah. They're just by the checkout. And they're cheap.
I thought they'd have safety glasses, not reading glasses.
Oh, they got safety glasses, but they also got reading glasses.
Huh.
Because I noticed sometimes, with the reading glasses my brother gave me like 10 years ago, that sometimes shit's even fuzzy with those. So what I did is I bought sort of a normal pair, and then I bought some other ones, because they're cheap, to sort of just play with. GG.
Alright, Slimy, I clipped that. I think maybe I dove a little too much because I had to use the bumpers at the end. And then I face planted. I was trying to switch into first person to not have the parachute animation to slow you down, but didn't matter. I was already a couple seconds off my PB. Alright, next up is Derf G. So I'm going to change my settings. Slimy must be grinding.
Or he's locked in a hotel room in the middle of nowhere, sweating out the toxins.
Yeah, he could be on the road and on the. He could have his PlayStation in.
Mm-hmm. Hey, heckle.
At the car meet, and then on the in a hotel somewhere.
Yeah, one of the actually the most disturbing Foo Fighters video is the one where he and Jack Black go to a roadside motel and just get weird for a night. I forget what the title of that one is, but yeah. Of all the Foo Fighters video, that's the one.
Weird. Jack Black is going to be Claptrap in Borderlands movie. I didn't like the I mean, that part's fine, but I didn't like the rest of the casting because, like, in the game, all the characters seem like they're like younger in like their 20s, and they cast people who are in their like 50s and 60s, like Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, she's a great actor, but she's like, grandmother age.
Yeah, Jack Black's around like my age. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's playing a robot, so it doesn't matter. It's just a voice.
Who else is around my age? Shaq around my age. Nothing of older than Shaq. Blah, blah. Back in my day.
I mean, I'm still going to go see it because I'm a huge fan of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Of the game series?
Or yeah.
Is this the first TV adaptation? Or movie
it's a movie. Yeah, first movie. Yeah. But I've played all of them.
You guys are invisible. I can hear your voices, but I can't see you.
That's strange.
I know. I know you're behind me, but it seemed like a fun thing to whip out there. I'm just practicing.
Behind you, I'm in first.
I do get Alzheimer's, or maybe do I really have Alzheimer's? Am I just faking it?
Are the Borderlands games all first person?
Yeah. Well, you might be able to do third. Well, for the cars, it's third person.
Yeah, I know the game title, but other than that, I don't know anything about Borderlands.
I have it, and I started playing it for an hour one night, but I didn't get anywhere with it. I can't remember. So,
I have like Borderlands 1, 2, 3, the pre-sequel, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Yeah, I played pretty much all of them.
Yeah. I think you're talking about that one other race game that is sort of, I think, has a trial going right now. And I looked at it, and it sure looks awful. Well, I mean, it looks like a Tokyo Racer.
The crew.
That car. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's just what it what it looks like. It's not a comment if it's icky or not. I don't talk that way.
I tried it for.
Come on.
Come on, Saucer's not here to fuck it up.
I mean, not too bad. 203. Ooh! Oh, damn it!
Ooh! You could have slowed that car down with your body.
Yeah, I would have had to have died, but there's just shit now.
Did something lovely show up behind this, or is it all garbage?
It's alright. It's just a Sentler or Zion or something.
That'll do.
Zion.
Serrano maybe's coming in the oncoming traffic?
Yeah, yeah, actually, I'll just grab it since it's right here. Yeah, thanks for the heads up, by the way.
Here to help.
I just looked and noticed today that my Gfred and Durfg PBs are only like 4 seconds apart. Or 5
Isn't that
seconds,
same
something like
as
that.
same as Frozen?
Yeah, I think probably pretty similar.
But didn't he post his like 6:14 and 6:18 or 16:14 and 16:18 or something like that?
Yeah, yeah,
Someone
they're both pretty
commented.
close. And I have cops. This should be a fun and interesting Durfg.
Yeah. You might lose him. No problem. Once you get away from the base.
Yeah.
Oh. Everyone's good. Everyone's healthy. Fuck.
Don't look at the bushes. Don't
Yeah.
look at the bushes. Oh. That was
Don't
a
look at the
corner.
walls. Don't look at the walls. Okay. Okay.
There's some cars there, but entirely botched that.
That's a much better experience.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, so close.
I was in the midair. I couldn't do anything to stop.
No, I know. That's the fun and the excitement of that jump, but that's... I did the same thing to the NPC, which is why I was in your way.
And there's a pace train.
What do you have that you're taking the tracks?
No, I didn't take the tracks. I just saw the train going over the bridge. Plus, I'm in a Serrano, and I don't really like taking it up the hybrid.
No, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the elevator. Absolutely on the elevator.
Ah, damn. Oh, man.
Come on, Oracle, gear down. Please gear down.
I just did a sharp turn to avoid you, so that was close.
Maybe next time I'll remember not to take the Oracle XS up Chiliad.
I was wondering about that.
I mean, I didn't have many options, I guess. Oh, sorry, got us.
That's alright, it was just a slight love tap.
On my screen, I knocked you into that rock.
Oh, no, I didn't hit anything. I just hit you. Just a little bump.
Good. Oh, not a good launch. Not a good launch. Come on, wheels. Yes. Stay on the wheels. Back to the wheels.
Ooh, rip.
Ooh.
I hit a bush while sliding sideways and it put me into a roll. That was it. All over.
Yeah, your car did look fairly damaged when I passed you.
Gently used.
Yeah, landing on the NPC there, that one jump, and then cushioning your fall.
You probably. I wonder if you
Shouldn't
took more damage from me hitting you than I did on mine. I wonder if damage sinks differently if you like from like the lag and stuff.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oops.
I mean, I did enough damage to myself. Who knows what?
Ooh, that was like spectacular death.
Is that train tracks?
Yeah, I hit the bridge and did a bunch of flips and landed on my roof.
It's okay. I can still fuck this up. Everyone has already died. Still up here sweating bullets. Ooh.
Sweating
nice car, but
bullets.
That and I don't have the AC on. But, you know, it's that time of the year where I'm just going to enjoy the heat that's left.
I turned the heat on yesterday. It was chilly when I got home.
Yeah, I've got mine set to Perma Miami for the winter.
We turned all the like heat and AC off when we left for vacation. When I got home, the house was like 64 degrees.
Bingo.
We usually have it for like
What
set
is
for
it?
68.
Yeah, it's... enough to make the plumbing scared.
Not even close.
Well, not in the 60s, but had some early sort of thing come down out of Canada.
Not even close to freezing yet. You got all the time in the world. Turn your sprinklers back on.
It did. It snows in September here sometimes. There's sometimes like I'm a negative, like a minus Fahrenheit sort of cliff that comes ripping through. The hotter our years get, that means these little snap cold spells are going to be just as fast and snappy. Did I do the right thing? I did the right thing. I went to the airport gift shop. At least I died at the right place. The game has gotten its blood sacrifice.
Did you just die at the airport jump?
Yeah, but post checkpoint.
Yeah, that's would be a rough spot to die if it was before.
Yeah. It just the game wanted its sacrifice. That wasn't an extraordinary sort of jumping off the roof. It was pretty mundane. It wanted to explode. Speaking of wanting to explode, Heckle is trying new lines.
There's been a whole lot of deaths. Did you hit the train?
No, I'm mucking around on the bike.
Yeah.
Oh. The Sultan isn't wide enough to ride the rear rails very well, or really much at all.
Nah. You kink it up a little bit. I think it mellows out, but nothing that'll fix it.
Of course, I go this way and that thing turns that way. Don't you hate when you get up to a four-way intersection and you're gonna go around because you think they're gonna turn one way and then they turn the other?
Mm-hmm. Call that entertainment value. Oh, the AI. Well, while GTA 6 is being developed, the modern AI revolution is currently underway. Chat GPT was a big thing, a couple months ago, and now a lot of people won't wipe their ass with it because there's other things like Bard. I was looking into what kind of these API things is what a cyber person is. Turns out you definitely don't want to be using Chat GPT. But Bard, on the other hand,
What are
can
you?
handle doing
It's
analysis.
a filter? No, it's a penumbra. I'll take this.
Penumbra sounds like fun.
No, I grabbed a bullet. I upgraded from a Sultan.
Yeah, it is. Jesus, between the two of them, which one's faster? The bullet?
I think the bullet's faster.
Because, the Sultan is surprisingly fast. We've been in a number of these where the Sultan was the fast car in traffic.
There's still a few more. You don't do brake boosts, but there's still a few more in the city I need to learn. Or more than a few.
Yeah, some of the obvious overpass boosts, those are just built into my hands. And a couple of the more bigger sort of obvious ones down in the city, like right as you get into the city at the highway overpass. Stuff like that. Some of those things are kind of baked into my hands whether I want to or not. But Yeah, the 15 or so boosts between downtown and the casino. Nah, ask Gfred about that. Or any of the other 20 to 30 people who've done it recently. I've noticed with the pier checkpoint an annoying propensity for a lot of people, myself included, I think that this is a Durfcheeism, of us throwing the car so hard that you have to go around the lighthouse on the east side.
Yep.
So I'm trying to tune that out. I know that's why Vinny, well, and a number of people, I saw the wraparound at the farmhouse a long time ago. You know, that's
Evenko is doing that.
yeah. Right after I saw what a Durf G was, I saw that. It's just I don't remember to do it when I get to the farmhouse. And if you've got someone right up your trumpet, yeah, I'd not be able to do it that time, kiddo. There we go.
Not a bad time.
Yeah, it's respectable. I don't have to hand in my OG cards today.
Alright, that was just terrible driving.
Little did we know that during the daytime the Gooch likes to play Durf G. I was thinking about wearing the Gooch mask a couple days ago.
I had on my Epsilon outfit, which the goose mask goes nicely with. But, yeah, just mucking around. No real reason for it.
Yeah, I was just sorting through my my mask collection going, does anything just make me giggle? Cause one thing that I like to do every now and then is dress like a chicken, and then be chicken during Gfred.
Nice.
Hey, random, what card you got? You know, that's the larger theme. How many different ways can you say?
Remember there was the chicken from the like baseball back in like the 80s.
In Denver, we had the Kim chicken. In I think it was in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
They had a chicken as their mascot.
Yeah.
My first evil stepmother was the lady.
Was it with the
who
Dodgers?
built the costumes. I don't recall. My first evil stepmother was the lady who built the costumes for the Kim chicken here in Denver. So me and that guy, his kid, played a Lego a bunch while he was getting fit, and they were doing adjustments. Well, I know the one in Denver really well. L.A. The one in Denver was for a radio station. The one in L. Something tells me the one in L.A. was probably. I can't think of a sports team.
The Dodgers.
Yeah. And the Ducks.
Tommy Lasorda was like the coach, and I thought I remembered like him getting into it with the chicken once or something.
Oh yeah. But who was the chicken with? Was it like a radio station?
I don't know if it was like the Dodgers or just like the the league.
Wasn't it like no, it's not the league. The mascot's not the league. Yeah, K-Rock. It may have been with K-Rock. because that was a really famous rock station in the LA area. Yeah, maybe it's K-Rock. KIMN here in Denver was a top 40 contemporary.
I'm like totally going the wrong way.
Sort of a
Just trying to stay underwater.
Heckle? Wow. Heckle made it to Paul Bunyan. Kiting with his bike.
Yeah,
He was gliding.
I didn't think of aiming for him at the end there.
Yeah, I was about to say it looked like you were aimed right for his butthole.
Maybe I'll just go this way.
Off to the side. I mean, I couldn't tilt to that well.
There it is. That's the one I wanted.
Yep. Ooh.
Oh, I wanted to drop down just a touch sooner. Glide above. There you go.
I know to not be nervous about that, but part of me. Okay. Yeah, so I've got a picture of young ass me and on a chicken.
Sorry I couldn't be a moving obstacle for you guys throughout the last half of the race. Fell a little bit behind.
It's going alright. We all died.
I'll just take care of it at the rating with my GTA app.
Congratulations, Random and myself.
Is
And
it
we hit
replay
replay.
or a free mode?
Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
I like Shine today. In a long time. I've just been using, clippers, like all grown-ups do. Yeah. I want to get my face used to shaving again.
I have no idea. Last time I broke out a razor.
I keep having in the back of my head is like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to work. At some point I'm gonna be doing interviews. I'm gonna be in front of people. I gotta, decent.
I shave sometimes. when like the mustache gets too long and it's like curling and gets in your mouth when you're trying to eat, that's usually when I shave.
Bingo. Yeah, because it starts getting down to the part where if you move your lip up a little bit, you can feel the end of it. But, a couple of weeks after that, you're sitting there just chewing on it when you don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
That's often when I would sort of cut my hair, is when the hair from my back, I would just find myself just gnawing on my hair. It's like, come on, dude. Let's, If I had less hair, it would be less of a deal, but I've got enough that when it's long, you've seen a shaggy dog?
Yeah.
It's a
Barkley.
So I'm glad to have it, but I can only have so much of it before the red mist descends.
I usually stay fully bearded during the winter. And keep it shorter in summertime. If I'm going to be outside a lot and have to put sunscreen on every day, I'll just shave it all off.
Yeah, I'll probably do this for about a week or so, and then go, yep, I've done that recently, and go back to just doing me, being lazy. I've got a big stage production to get ready for. Doing Thanksgiving at my house. I don't have a table. I sure as fuck don't have chairs for a bunch of people. I don't have plates. I don't have silverware. If you can think of something, I don't have it.
It can be rented.
Yeah, it can be rented and stocked and all that other stuff. It's just
You're gonna need it eventually, probably.
yeah, it's just getting a shower and hopping in a car. The whole thing in Ukraine has just kept me on the edge of my seat. The second background started being a thing. It has not stopped. I won't go into it too far, but the American Abrams tanks just showed up in Ukraine. It was reported yesterday. Yep. The cavalry's horses have arrived.
My first computer was purchased from a tank driver of an Abrams.
We were doing a site in Montana. In fact, Evel Knievel's hometown, Butte, Montana. And it was either at lunch or after work, we decided to go hit the local surplus store. And sitting there on the counter was a tungsten rod from a
I'm going on the left here. Oh, jeez.
You're good.
Sorry about that. I did mention I was going on the... I meant the left or the right side lane.
You're in the process of saying
game.
that. But...
Okay, game. I forgive you for what you just did to me. Thank you.
Ooh. I'm going to drive a little bit further to stop this.
You fucker!
Wow, I'm having a...
All right.
I'm right.
What is...
Changed cars.
Unicorn horse.
Please stop, sir.
Or madam.
I got hit by 3 NPCs. I had to
And me.
eat snacks.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
You weren't... Yeah, well, snacks and armor. But...
Watch out, I threw some pennies at the hookers.
Are they made of aluminum?
That'd be really cool. I don't know if my asshole gas tank goes that deep. Fuck off. There we go. I don't know if I'm on a run.
Ah, damn it.
But, we'll see what happens by the end of this. Well, I mean, I got a 9F at the very, 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 very beginning, so by definition, I'm on a run.
It's my second car.
PB run?
There's my first twisty fuck up. There are cars at the observatory in case what you have sucks.
Would you pick up cars?
9F. It was my second car. I had a Buffalo, and then I chased it down past the turn to Fort Zancudo.
Yeah, there's a 9F and a vet. at the observatory. And the vet may actually be a better pick in dirt cheap.
Why is that?
Because it's just that much faster and dirt cheap. It just has a longer, fast component.
It does. Isn't it the same component?
Oh, sorry. I'm conflating some things, but anyway, in dirt cheese.
Actually, just concentrate on your run. Don't let me distract you.
Of course. You have to hit the I have rolled over and rocked back and forth enough times parameter. I don't know.
I
what that
don't see a
parameter
train yet.
Don't do it.
Oh, oh no, I've botched
Train
it.
behind. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm upside down in the water.
that'll do it.
I was about to say, hit triangle to make the train disappear. Do it. I was doing a Toreador practice earlier, and I hit the stairs on the last train bridge. It's a technique I'd been thinking of, so I was able to finally accidentally do it today. Meaning, if you hit that, you can hit your rockets and get on Chiliad actually faster. Heckle, you're going to say something, I think, maybe? Or...
Is this a
I don't think so.
flashback? Ah! Blood-sucking.
Maybe something like get out of the way, you fucking NPC. It's in the past though now. So on the way to Chiliad, you boost off so you don't go through the big train tunnel?
Not the last one. I see in my mind's eye that coming through that second to the last tunnel, coming out of it, that if one were to sort of hit the stairs, you know, because on the bridge there's the train tracks and then there's like two walkways, one on each side. You hit the stairs at the beginning of that, you might be able to knock the Toreador up where you could angle the nose of Chiliad, hit the rocket, and maybe cut some seconds off of it.
Is there a path in mind?
Well, once I did it, then I would sort of find sort of what the rhythm of that path might look like. I might be able to answer that question later, but right now I just haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, I identified it. Today was the first time I like sort of accidentally did it. Next time I need to land it, and then I can find start working on the optimal sort of Easter Bunny route.
I wonder if I should have swapped for the FQ2. I'm in one of the Serrano or whatever this SUV is called.
Oh, I thought you grabbed one of those 9Fs back there.
I did, but I landed upside down in the river.
Gotcha. Understood. I reminded myself that I need to go back and check in on that driving sim sort of setup. The one that was put together by that IndyCar driver whose name at the moment I kind of forget, but it's made out of literally sort of lab grade, you know, sort of aluminum extrusion and stuff like that. I need to check back in on it because actually it's sort of a steal for $1,000. But while I was thinking of that, I'm like, hey, you know what I have not seen? And I know that some nut has probably done it, is a tank turret sim. You can't necessarily build a whole tank in your house, but you can build a sim for a tank turret. You know, just as long as, you know, the external barrel is, you know, fits in whatever
Removed.
you got. Yeah, you know, it's, you know, 6 inches long as opposed to 16 feet. I'm like, yeah, that is something I could sort of,
I bet someone's done that already.
without a circular saw and build in my basement. And you've got good monitors these days. And sim gear is a lot better than it was in the 80s when I was doing fight simulators with the same joystick that I was doing
Need
pew-pew
360-degree monitors, wouldn't you?
well, if you're doing a tank sim, then you would set up the internals like how a tank is set up. So you'd have your sort of targeting screens and shit. It depends on the tank. You know, maybe it is a tank where the whole crew compartment is touch screen displays. That somehow have a blood-resistant coating on them.
You swing 360 degrees to the tank turret, right?
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah,
you could
well,
just
if
do
you
a
got
swivel
if you
chair
got a
and
good tank, it
VR.
does.
Yeah, VR
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Get one of those big, the big headsets like the Pimax with the large field of view. It's like 180, 200 degrees.
Fuck. Ha ha ha, Derp G, you got me. Ha ha ha. Now, let me on top of the parking garage. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, are we having a bad day? Are we having a bad day? Nope. Well, I didn't go over the thing, but I did roll over on the thing. But at least I got the thing. Don't land on the thing. And then I ran into the thing. Yeah, watch out for the thing back there. Which thing? All of them. Hey, the writer's strike might be over.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, now we can maybe have night shows again, or late night talk shows again. That's what I'm struggling to say, because it's been a while since I've had to say it. I mean, I gotta admit, I have suckled on Colbert for a long time. Yeah, I do miss me some Colbert. Not so much Fallon. That other Jimmy's okay too.
Oh, please.
Leno Shtick caught up with them, and he got canceled. I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Who got canceled?
Leno, you know, he used to have his car show on NBC.
Oh, yeah.
But then how some of his Asian jokes that he's been doing his whole career and stuff like that. Yeah. but he's still got his YouTube channel, which is
Yeah,
doing
it's
great. I
huge.
check in on it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. So, you know, it's we are in a kind of a remarkable social time. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, this we are in the age of. Well, I mean, it's not that Big Brother is watching. Big Brother has been watching a long time. Big Brother took notes in video, and every now and then, he's got a sense of humor. He likes to fling that shit out there. There must be an opportunity in this. I quit really going to parties, you know, house parties and stuff like that, as much as I love a good party, when cell phones started getting cameras. Because you could never really plan on it. Yeah. It was just one way
Uh-oh.
to
Luckily I didn't
not
die.
to get caught on tape doing stupid shit. Because I was also working for the government when that happened. So we were famously camera shy. But yeah, I mean, man, it's been a long time since I've been to a good quality hell-raising house party.
Yeah, same.
I have to use DEF CON in place of that. It's been a while since I haven't been to DEF CON since 2019, but the Saturday night party is a place where I've gotten blackout drunk once or twice.
Ooh, that's not good.
Well, you know, made sure I got my money's worth. Well, but you know, I'm with the homies. You know, we're all looking out for each other when we're not blackout drunk. It's I don't really drink, but it's because I'm with the homies and all that. It's a little bit more okay, you know. You know, someone's looking at maybe, hopefully, if they're not drinking too, which they might be.
Then you're just amplifying each other's poor decisions.
Yes. Well, that's why they chose to have DEF CON in Vegas. The first DEF CON was DEF CON 9 back at the Alexis Park.
GG, wow, that's a good time.
Yeah, and there's a lot to come off that. I was trying to think of what my PB is. I mean, my PB on a Gfred is 1733, but my PB on a dirt Jeep, I'm pretty sure I've been into the 17s on a normal dirt Jeep, not a special one. But on a special one, I've done 16 and a half in the monster truck. I don't think we had traffic control. Gfred 5. There's probably footage of that out there. But I'm not going to worry about putting it in the official records, just because once the records got to the point where you had to turn in homework is where I was cool with it. Oh, GG's. Yeah, GG happened.
Congratulations, Random and Heckle, and I get nothing and like it, except for $300.
Sweet. I'll be right back.
Sure. Now I have to change my settings to not be held to sprint, since we are going back to Gfred. Oh, I should. No, I think I have a shoot.
I do not. And I'm on island.
You're on the. Oh, the quickest thing to do is probably be just like find.
Change spawn point, yeah.
Yeah, change spawn and.
Put me into a public session though, that's abnormal.
There's a few interesting today I learned today.
Okay, I'm back.
Today I learned that the G.I. Joe USS Flag aircraft carrier by Hasbro, which is 7.5 feet long, 3 feet wide, and almost 3 feet tall, is the largest playset ever produced for any line of action figures.
Yeah. Man, thanks for reminding me. I would love to get my hands on, actually get my hands on it, but as a kid that loved G.I. Joe and had the original G.I. Joe, the one that's like 11 inches tall. But,
Yep.
you know, in the 80s when G.I. Joe came back, I had the tank, I had the Warthog. Yeah.
I had the helicopter and the Humvee looking thing. Like a.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was calling the Warthog because I couldn't remember the name of it. But it's, you know, kind of warthog-y.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for reminding me of that, of things that maybe I'd like to get my hands on. Yeah, I think I'd like to saddle my relatives with that when I die. Here, deal with this. Having dealt with some stuff, I've had estate stuff unreasonably in my head for the last while, couple of years. You know, before the pandemic hit, I was like, Jesus, you know, mankind hasn't had a shared experience since World War II, and I think the way everyone's treating each other kind of reflects that. And then, boom, pandemic. So, it's not the first time I've said this, but yeah, I'm sorry, world. Something heard me and said, you know, I like the cut of your jib. Let's do this.
Well, it'd been like 100 years since the last pandemic, so maybe
Yeah.
we're due.
Yeah, it is. It is sort of 100 years-ish.
When was the
God,
last one?
remember
Like
all those movies?
1918 or something?
Yeah. Remember all those movies in like the 90s and aughts and the teens? Oh no, there might be a pandemic. We've got to race to save humanity. Oh, 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 oh. And then, yeah, it's illegal to. It's kind of illegal to leave your house now, unless you got one of them super special letters. And I had one of them super special letters. I was essential personnel.
Ah.
But I was working from home. The only time I was ever going to whip that out was on the way to Starbucks or McDonald's. Or the dispensary.
All right, here's another today I learned. Black Sabbath, the band credited for releasing the first heavy metal album,
Go ahead.
got the idea to create quote-unquote scary music after realizing people pay money to watch horror films and visit haunted houses.
True.
Which I just did last week.
Yep, they did recognize genres had economic powers. Well, that and look at the music at the time. You know, most of the music making it out was either really, I mean, you know, these are the kids and the people that had been doing World War II, so a lot of the music was purposefully happy and, you know, and stuff like that. And if there was a dark song, it was usually buried in crafty lyrics and shit like that, and snappy hooks. Ooh, here's something red. Okay, I'm gonna go for a run. It's a Rapid GT, so take a picture. So last time the paint's gonna look like this. See.
I'll take a Feltzer.
I just got in whatever hit me when it was a prairie.
I ran by that one.
I was in first person, it hit me, I was like, oh, take it. Thinking about it first person, I was sorely disappointed. Never had the experience of sleeping with someone when I was drunk the night before, but I feel like that's what it would turn out to be like.
Thankfully, I haven't either.
I've never woken up with a stranger, but I've definitely woken up with someone after drinking with them for the first time the night before. Good times.
I didn't see another Rapid GT or a Felcher.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Hey, I recognize that prairie.
We both ran by it.
Yeah, it's one of the OG prairies.
Yeah, that is absolutely true about Black Sabbath. That point of view was actually Tommy Iommi is a big chunk of that. Another interesting thing, Tommy Iommi beat up Ozzy when they were in high school together. Tommy's older than Ozzy, and that's the reason why Ozzy got fired out of Black Sabbath, is because Tommy didn't think that he was holding stuff up, and it was a bit of a business liability. And because of that, we got Ozzy. But because of that, we got Randy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jake Lee and all those guys and all that, but yeah, Tommy Iommi, really foundational on a number of fronts. He's the one that was bringing the mysticism and stuff in there, and partly because of marketing. Not a dumb guy.
Good luck on your runs. I'm gonna go grab my food. I'll try not to time out.
I got
All
the
right.
one.
See, I think I've seen Black Sabbath twice. Because I think they played once at Ozfest, and then I saw them, and they were like
Yeah.
playing by themselves.
Yeah, I saw them, what was it, Ozfest 97 or 98,
Yeah.
when it was actually Black Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
And Marilyn Manson was there. Who
Not
else
the one
was
I...
there? Was it
Marilyn...
Was it Pantera?
Yeah, Pantera's played Ozfest quite a bit. I've seen Pantera, I think, like 9 times.
Jesus.
Or 7 or 9, somewhere around there. I've seen them the most out of like any band.
I've seen Primus a bunch. I've seen Motley Crue enough times.
Haven't seen either of those bands. Uh-oh,
So there I
I've
am.
gone too
the
far.
first time I'm ever seeing Metallica live. You know, big stadium. I've been looking forward to all this. And this is the concert when my girlfriend at the time decides to play I'm Gonna Be a Drama Bitch.
Oh no.
And decides to pull the I'm going to just run off into the concert and you're gonna just come follow me, because, or at least that's what it felt like. So I watched Metallica instead. She's either gonna come back or she wasn't. I was either gonna drive her home or she was gonna solve that some other way. She did eventually show up again, but I mean that was one strike against the, hey, let's make this a forever thing, 'cause, yeah, that shit
That's
is
not
as
something you want to
Saturday,
deal with for like the rest of your life.
no, as Saturday Night Live would put it in one of their ad skits, red flag. It's a red flag cologne. Is where that comes from. It's like, oh yeah, watch out, red flag. I want to watch you when you sleep. Red flag. Great little skit. I don't remember the exact words, but you know, somewhere along those lines. It was during the Tina Fey years. It was somewhere in the 80%.
Yeah, I watched up until I think like the 90s. I'd watched Saturday Night Live. Oh damn it!
The first time I was sort of really watching Saturday Night Live, because it was sort of a thing with me, was during a writer strike in, what is it, 82, 83? It was right after, I think, the Eddie Murphy year. He was only there for like a year. But they were playing a lot of those on repeat. And that writer's strike was like almost 2 years, something like that. So I got to know it. To me, it seemed like Eddie Murphy had been on a long time. No, I was just watching the things that had gotten taped before that writer's strike. I wrote a couple of papers in college on Saturday Night Live. Well, you know, it's the Harvard of comedy. Well, it wasn't exactly the Harvard of comedy in the 70s and 80s. They were kind of going, hey, this is going to be a thing in the 80s.
Well, you did get a lot of stars that came out of that show.
Yeah. And then you've gotten guys who got onto Saturday Night Live to follow in the footsteps of their heroes. Meaning the guy who did Tommy Boy, I forget his name right now.
Oh yeah.
He was on there because of his absolute love of John Belushi.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Unfortunately,
they both passed
he wore
early.
John's shoes a little too well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a paper route during the Falkland Wars, which also means that I.
Is the last name Farley?
That's it, Farley, Chris Farley. But that also means I had a paper route when Belushi died. So while I was folding papers, I got to stare at that headline. I didn't know Belushi died. He had just finally done a dramatic movie.
Really?
It's the one where he played a guy who was a newspaper reporter and decided he needed some time in the woods. Yeah, he had finally done a dramatic movie in his last movie. He'd been trying to get people to see him sort of dramatically. But you know, if there was a YouTube back then, he wouldn't have needed to do that. He could have just turned to YouTube and drawn his ass off. It's really unique. Not necessarily to bypass whole industries, but yeah, it's an amazing thing. Yeah,
I only remember him in 2 movies, which was Animal House and Blues Brothers.
1941, where he plays a fighter pilot in a Japanese, or if not, put it on your list of shit to go see. John Belushi, 1941. You'll thank me. You're welcome. That's sometimes a free movie. But yeah, it was in 1941. I think I know what it is. Yeah, you got it. The Animal House. The one that you said that I've already forgotten. But yeah, and 1941. I think one of John's finer movies. But the way they did Animal House, they deliberately isolated the actors to really add authenticity to the social tension when the geeks and the jocks were around. I think they tried to use the same method when they did Revenge of the Nerds. I think maybe they isolated the actors then too. But they definitely did it very nice.
Yeah, there's another classic 80s movie.
Oh, he was in Neighbors? That's another one he did with pretty much does everything with Dan Aykroyd. That's another one with Dan Aykroyd. I did a comparative paper of Prince and Hendrix.
Sorry, there's explosions going off downstairs. Comparative paper with what?
Prince and Hendrix.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. Pearls of the same oyster.
I think Prince is more talented, but Hendrix had more of an effect on culture.
Yeah, Hendrix was dead by 27. He gave us all of that by 27.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he was an
and
amazing
Prince,
musician, but like
yeah,
Prince plays everything.
Prince made it to his. Yeah,
He writes like all the parts of everything.
Yeah, Prince
Or
got
did.
the years. Yeah, Prince got the years to sort of flesh being able to do that out, and Jimmy was just getting there. They both built their own studios, realized that owning your own masters was a beneficial thing. Yeah. And Prince wasn't in the drugs, and they were using drugs to keep Jimmy in the tunnel vision. So he would just do the needful, make the hits. Fuck! Traffic was perfectly timed to fuck with me. Jesus, that could have been a PB. God damn you. Yeah. That Hail Mary was... I could have beaten my PB. If done perfectly, on perfect world, that might have been a couple seconds off. It's a 1645, and however many seconds a good hail and swoopers to the island was the possibility.
Less than a minute.
I think it's
like 30 or 40 seconds.
It's something like that. Well, I got into the air here at 17:15. I just threw in a swoop, so it's not a perfect one. There's half a minute, and I'm coming in for landing. Feet down. Yeah, it's about 45 seconds. Okay, so that was annoyingly close, but it's Gfred for you. Like that. X here, so... Okay, yeah, that was one of those runs where I wasn't really paying attention. I was just going for a drive and just, Okay. The PBs, the best PBs just kind of, just happened. That's right, folks. He is using the horn as a stabilization measure. It does have a phenomenally weak parameter value, though, as you see. Yeah, it's just a little bit of math joke. That's right. Cause is showing us each and every statue.
Giving a tour of the statues of Los Santos.
And if you look on the left side of the car...
Ah, too fast.
I went to the dispensary a long time ago, and as I was getting ready to do my stuff and pay and get out of there, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed sitting on a shelf, looking lonely, calling my name, was a weed grinder shaped like a BB-8.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. So I bought that little BB-8. I've never used it. It is still pristine. But here it sits, looking at me. I really, one reason why the BB-8 is kind of special to me is it's one of the Star Wars droids that Grant Imahara worked on before Grant died.
I don't know the name.
It was one of the Mythbusters.
Oh, okay.
The robots guy, that's Grant Imahara. Yeah, Grant Imahara died suddenly before the pandemic. Yeah, just one of those freak little cardiac things. But yeah, he worked on BB-8.
Interesting. Didn't know that.
So when I look at BB-8, I say, "Hi, Grant." I never met Grant, but I know one of the other people from one of the other things. There was another show that the Mythbusters, when that came out, the channel threw out a couple of other shows. It was like Jesse James Garage, and
Yeah, I remember that.
one of the other ones was a hacky type of thing. But anyway, I know Zaz. Zaz is one of the three on one of the other shows. I know Zaz. Zaz is in the same hacking group I'm in. Bye, Heckle.
Goodbye. I guess he's eating. I'm gonna do another one. I just feel like I want another
You,
Gfred.
that's fine. That's fine. But the reason why I got to know Zaz is he's hanging out with people that do fireworks displays, and they were doing stuff in Colorado and blah 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 and stuff like that, and all out drinking one night. For a while there, someone associated with the group was associated with a bar, so we would that was our weekly hangout, was that bar, and that's where I ran into Zaz. Blah blah blah. Name drop. Yep. And what else did you learn today?
I'll let you know in a minute. I know Heckle's probably eating, but I invited him anyways.
Yeah. I learned that if you go to Lowe's and try to get something to winterize your house, they might not have ordered it for another couple of weeks because of seasonality of things. So you might try to be getting on top of things, getting it all taken care of before shit gets cold, but the order gods at the hardware store might have different... Oh, I could just pop on down to a True Hardware. They probably got it. One of those little booties for the sprinkler stuff that sticks up out of the ground.
Ah. Today I learned when U.S. President Harding died unexpectedly in 1923, Vice President Calvin Coolidge took the oath of office at 2:47 a.m. and promptly returned to bed.
Yep. I think he was one of the vice presidents like Ford who didn't want to be president, unless I somehow remembered that one backwards. But Ford definitely didn't really want to be president. Well, especially, he knew what was going on. But yeah, cool. Yeah. Hi, I'm president. Nighty night. Yeah, when they were swearing in Johnson, Jackie was standing there and she hadn't even changed her clothes yet.
I know. Yeah, she still had blood on her clothes. You getting a shoot?
Am I missing? Just a second, looking around. Did I get an invite?
Yeah, I sent an invite.
Looking. I'm on my way.
Okay.
Aha! I've been here the whole time. Let's see, what other band? Led Zeppelin. The whole thing you were talking about earlier with Black Sabbath. Led Zeppelin. That's some of the reason why Led Zeppelin was going down the mysticism route just a bit. Also in the same vein as this.
They did sing about like Tolkien. Some of like some of their songs.
Well, you know, cutting edge music then was, you know, that was what was in the collective consciousness as sort of being towards the edge of things. Yeah. They weren't writing about the internet and how the power of the National Intelligence Service can be harnessed with the anger of a 13-year-old in the basement. Nope, they're talking about, you know, Vikings and dragons and swinging swords and blocking blows and just mastering some fucking sort of dramatic thing. Oh God, I missed the punch. Well, and that sort of form of metal is actually sort of proggish. It's a little towards the prog side of metal. And then Metallica came around and said, let's talk about some real shit, and oh, by the way, let's not use any reverb for the first couple of albums. Well, I mean, the first couple of Metallica albums, let's be frank, it's a lot of Dave Mustaine and Cliff. James
Well,
was in
wasn't
there.
Dave Mustaine only there for like an album?
Yeah, he was there before the first album, and then as they were going to record the first album, is when the fit hit the shan.
Yep.
And Kirk got the call. But out of Metallica, sort of the guy who's just sort of also there, you know, when it comes to the songwriting stuff, is Lars. I mean, he does the drums and all that, but yeah, James is a lot of, or at that period of time, yeah, it was more James and Dave and Cliff for sound shaping.
Oh, no, get up.
Is this a flashback?
You're sitting in a PB car.
I am.
Exactly. That car will reward you. Yeah. Whereas I'm sitting here in the middle of the highway punching myself in the dick. Okay, GTFO.
Yeah, I don't really see much coming.
And the GTFO car is a ballista. So it could be worse.
Yes, I was about to you took the words right out of my mouth. Could be worse.
Yeah, it could be a could be an emblem. It could be a box truck. Like that one right there.
Whoops. Nope. Well, maybe I can rescue it. I didn't lose too much time there. I spun, but I didn't. I spun like 360 degrees, pretty much.
Now that Frozen is sort of, I think, back in daytime, I need to make sure to go over to his Twitch and follow him. Funny enough, I actually...
Yeah, I was watching him today.
Frozen. Yeah, yeah. Because now that I'm not going to see him as much.
He might have changed his schedule a little bit because I wasn't streaming last week.
He was also talking that he was gonna sort of be more normal time-ish for himself in the future. Because I think of things. Which is good. God damn it, I haven't seen anything faster than what I'm driving. Okay, I normally don't sports car road this early. I actually like the sports car road up by the casino. Because sometimes coming through the gully over here where I'm at, as you know, sometimes it's not a smooth experience.
Oh, traffic just killed my run, probably. Let's see.
Yeah.
Cross traffic.
Ah, the fuck you car, yeah. Jesus, I think that must go as fast as the car. Ooh, what is that? That'll do. Okay. Now, here we go.
Whoops.
Ooh, that's an Infernus. But I'm in the right car for this. Infernus is a lot slower than I am. As much as I want to be an Infernus, it's actually significantly slower than another nav.
Ooh, wow. I don't know how I managed to land that, but I did.
Natural talent and good looks.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, I've definitely messed this run up.
Yeah.
Too many crashes.
Yeah, well, squeeze that rock, see how much blood you can get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a good one. And there's the fuck you car trying to time itself to me.
An Infernus. A 9F.
Motorcycle. Yep. There's an Infernus trying to be a fuck you.
Another 9F. An Infernus. A 9F.
Hmm.
Alright, I'm just gonna stop for this 9F because I just crashed.
Yeah, you may as well get a freshie. It'll take part of the sting away.
And another 9F. Wow, Sports Car Road is delivering today.
Yeah.
Or this run, I should say.
I went up there and scattered some of my seed. Jesus Christ, literally every car is a 9F or an Infernus. This is awesome.
I know.
There was one day we were doing this where traffic was double spawning, so it'd be an Infernus. So
Yeah.
What's the name of that show? Zoz was in it. Joe Grand was in it. I forget who the third guy was. Joe Grand is actually one of the big guys at DEF CON. He's the guy that's been designing the badges at DEF CON forever. Yeah, so that one TV show had, especially in the hacker world, it's amazing. Well, Joe was famous then, and Zoz is well known amongst us now. I forget who the third was. They that show, I think they only did like 1 or 2 seasons. Mythbusters was the original, the OG, obviously.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Hey. Fuck. Come on, back. And I was disciplined to whip out my map and make sure I knew where the fuck I was driving. I wonder if now that Saucer has his dirt cheap, I don't
Whoops.
see him anymore.
Hit the train. That's a long train. Damn.
Ooh, I'm doing the whole South Line. Sweet. That is the whole fucking line. I think you guys have been calling it Heckle's Line or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
He didn't actually find that. There was a video that someone posted in the Discord that was
I've been
from like
pointing
a
it.
long time before. Something
Yeah.
blue. Can't remember their name.
Yeah, I've been pointing it out to people for an awful fuck long time too. But yeah. But when it comes to people who've actually done it in anger and like a Gfred or Dirk G or whatever like that, yeah, you're right. The only reason why some of these things got names is that it made it easier to practice to, as opposed to saying, hey, I got fucked up over here, you know. The thing that normally fucks people up now has a name and people strategize on it because they think of it as a thing, as a noun. But thus a lot of the lines we've done, you know, we didn't find them or anything like that. Even though a saucer sort of found the elevator, people did the elevator before. But yeah, you know, people talk about the full sound and the half sound. Well, there's the actual full sound, which goes all the way down to just about where the train tunnel is. But you have to have muchos huevos to pull it off.
Yep. I just do kind of like the safe route down.
How are you going to get like and subscribes doing it that way? It's madness.
I mean, there's always death and explosion.
Fuck you. I lost my, you know, we all lose technique at this place and that place, you know, airport jump, this, that, and the other thing. The part where I have lost my technique, or it's just a little too foggy for me, or cloudy, or whatever it is actually coming out of the observatory, just those little couple hills to set up for that hill jump. At one point I was coming through there, couldn't hit a bush to save my life. Now I can't get through there without getting molested by some bush and fucking up that post-observatory jump. You know, they're really cool when if you do it right, go through the trees. That's where my ouchie spot is.
Ah, almost made the.
Yeah. After I get done here, I'll turn to Google and see if I can, for my own sanity, see if I can remember what the name, or find out what the name of that show was that Zaz and Joe were in. Oh, yeah. There we go. Parachute smoke. Ha ha ha, kicking your ass. Ha 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 ha.
Yep, you got me.
No. I mean, look where I'm landing. Because nothing's definitive.
Yeah, you got it. I had to land on the other side.
Yeah, when I was passing you, it looked like I was sinking too fast and you had the carry.
It's close, though. Oh, wait, it says I finished first.
Yeah. I was just standing there.
Oh,
waiting
oh,
for you to
oh.
come up. You know, like a nice person.
Well, I mean, we're close enough where you didn't have to do that. It would have. I was only a couple seconds behind you.
Yeah, I know. It happens. I mean, I do this.
Oh, we actually finished half a second apart.
Yep.
Well, it was good gaming. Oh, I'll let you look up that show name before I say goodbye to everybody.
I just turned around, did a spin move, did some jazz hands, and crossed the line. Jaws. Oh. I think it was a TV show called Prototype This.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah. Like I said, it was only out for like a season. You know, they gave it a go, but it didn't get picked up. Either that or Mythbusters was asking for so much money. It was like, well, you know, we gotta go with what works.
Yeah.
Who's the third? Just saying, I'm looking at the third guy. Really? Weird. Yeah, filmed 13 episodes. Grant and his 3 co-presenters. So there, there's 2 other guys whose names I can't remember right now. But I do remember one of them was supposed to be just sort of a, I can really wing this shit, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I learned welding behind the shed. I'm not. I'm just kind of. I'm not saying that that's what the guy said, but you know. Okay. Do you remember Junkyard Wars? British show where they were all in junkyards. It's like, oh, I'm going to build a.
I remember that show. Yeah.
I can't speak like. Yeah. Okay, ready.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Bye.
Night.